Hey there guys, Dion Forrest back with you in the house. It's a little later in the afternoon. I usually shoot my videos earlier during the day, but it is what it is, you know. So to cut to the chase, today I want to talk about something very important, and I really want you guys to listen to this. You know, this is for the men out there, and what I'm about to tell you is going to elevate your life with women, your dating life with women, to a whole nother level. Okay? In our society, especially in our modern day society, the term masculine is very vague and misunderstood. What does it mean to be masculine? And men have been searching for this identity or this purpose of our essence all throughout the centuries. You see it all throughout history. Men searching for masculinity. Some believe that it was the representation of the aesthetic body. You know, you look back in the old ancient Greek time period and during the Roman time period, aesthetics and great appreciation for the male body was considered to be a symbolism or the essence of masculinity. And you see that throughout a lot of ancient Greek and Roman culture. They have a lot of statues of men that are muscular and chiseled. And then, you know, more in the industrial age, you know, it was about a man being hard-working and having a good steady job and being able to protect and provide for his family. Those are components to being a man. Those are components and contributing factors to being a man and to being, or to carry, I guess you could say, the essence of masculinity. But there are so many other factors that go into it. There are so many other things that go with those things that I just mentioned. So in our modern day society, we have a lot of boys pretending to be men. In our modern society, we have a lot of men who shy away from their emotional side. We've been taught as men to sort of neglect our emotional nature. We've been taught to suck it up, hold your chest up high. You know, if you're ever in pain, don't show pain, or you're a wussy. If you're ever afraid, don't show fear, or you're a pussy. You know, if you ever get hurt, you better not cry, because men don't cry. So we've been taught to sort of self-sabotage ourselves in this way to not deal with our emotions. In our society as men, we're sort of taught to not deal with our emotions, or it makes us feminine and useless, and we're not considered men. So we've been taught to cut off our emotional side and not deal with those aspects of ourselves. And we've only been taught to deal with the external aspects of ourselves as men, which is taking on a certain image of what we think masculinity and being a man is, or what society projects on us what we think masculinity or being a man is. And usually it's in the form of strength and a certain type of demeanor. So to cut to the chase, to be a man who is totally complete, to be a man who is well-rounded and who is established and rooted in himself, is a man who is balanced. A man who has the aspects of masculinity from a physical standpoint, where he provides, protects, he's strong, and a man who also can balance the emotional aspects of himself. So a complete man, in my opinion, is a man who can balance both aspects of himself, emotionally and physically. So kind of the soft, hard man, sort of speak, if there is such a thing. So what I'm trying to say is that if you want to honestly express yourself as a man, if you truly want true confidence is found in vulnerability. To be vulnerable. See, as men, we've been taught to hide our pain, our emotion, our vulnerabilities, our weaknesses. But ultimately, this is nothing more than an insecurity within ourselves. Because a man who cannot express his weaknesses, his vulnerabilities, is a man who is being fake. He's not truly being a man. He's not truly being authentic. And therefore, when he goes out there and tries to meet women, they can see through the bullshit. They can see that he doesn't hold true confidence. See, we've been taught as men to believe that true confidence is projecting a certain external image of ourselves. But that's not true. True confidence is the opposite. True confidence is exposing our vulnerabilities, our weaknesses. Think about it. A man who exposes his vulnerabilities, his weaknesses, he's honestly expressing himself from the root of himself. He doesn't care what anyone thinks about him. He doesn't care if anyone thinks that he's insufficient in this particular area of his life. He doesn't care about if he has this problem in his life. A man who can bring his vulnerabilities and expose his weaknesses to the table, to the world, is exposing his true self. And that, my friends, is true confidence at its best. Not hiding your pain, your weaknesses, but exposing them. So be vulnerable. Express yourself. Expose your weaknesses. Don't hide them. And when you begin to do this, you will begin to see that you take responsibility for your actions. And that you're not afraid to have limitations. And this is a attractive trait and characteristic to women. Because to them, they don't see you exposing your weaknesses. They see you being yourself. Truly being yourself. See, women don't subject us or they don't analyze us by our external doings. I mean, don't get me wrong, everyone is judged by their actions. But primarily, it's the motive behind your actions. And that's what women look for. So be authentic. Expose yourself. Don't hide your weaknesses. And I guarantee you that you will be so confident and comfortable with yourself that you will never be afraid to hide the true essence of who you are any longer. Let go of all of the self-doubt. Let go of all of the what people may think about you. Because at the end of the day, we all have weaknesses. But are you going to let your weaknesses stop you from truly expressing yourself, from truly meeting great, beautiful women? That's all I have for you guys. Be vulnerable. Peace.